Thank you, Goddess. Excuse me. Consecrate this candle, cleanse it of all negativity and bad spirits. And I charge it to bring in the power of Odin to destroy my enemies, to manifest all your energies and secrets of magic, the god of war. Thank you, Daddy. Excuse me. Hail Odin, Lord of Asgard, warrior and wanderer, valiant and wise. You to whom all the gods of Asgard look. Sky Father on the eight-legged steed. You who traded an eye for wisdom and ruled a turbulent realm. Give us the wisdom to accept the twists and turns of fate, even as you surrendered yourself to the mercies of the Norns. Protect us all, Father, from what may from what harm may come to us. Lead us through the wilderness and bring us safety to that great hall that you reserve only for the brave of spirit. Hail to fair fray, God of the evergreen, God of good fellowship, God of cheer. Hail to fair fray, God of the evergreen, God of good fellowship, God of good cheer. With blood kin and heart kin we join this night to hold a horn in hand, to drink deep, to remember those beloved ones from whom we are parted, to share the joy of this holy season with those we hold dear. With fondness and with frith we gather, with feast and with folly we feel the long night. Pray, to you we give thanks for our good fortune, for the bounty we receive from the deep earth, for the pleasure we take in good company, for those who warm our beds, for those who know our hearts, for the good strong drink that warms us, and the well-filled larder that keeps us strong throughout the barren winter. Hail to Frey! Hail to Odin, Lord of the dead, Lord of the hunt, Lord of magic, Lord of the runes, God of the long view, whew, of the small spark of insight, of the madness we hold deep within our soul, that which inspires us, that which transcends us, that which drives us to the edge of understanding. On the longest night with horse and hound you ride, as within these walls we hold together kin and clan, throughout the storm, throughout the dark, throughout the night, as the sleet cuts into our faces, we know you. As the sky grows dark and deadly white, we know you. As the bitter cold numbs our hands and feet, we know you. As the shrill wind shrieks in our ears, a voice so fierce and so familiar, we know you in all your company. Blessed be those souls and spirits who join your winter's ride, who roam the land as we the living hide our eyes. Hail to Odin, hail to the hunters, hail the hunt. Blessed be, thank you. So our circle has grown quite a bit. It was very, very necessary for us to do an invocation now. So I got to talk to you guys about something. Welcome to the channel. This is High Priestess Jamila, and this is Father Odin, aka Santa Claus. You can tell his people because we kind of got his nose a little bit. Okay. I love Father Odin. Odin. Oh, I can feel that spirit coming in. This is probably one of the gods besides Jesus that I probably would worship. But he might be a manifestation of Jesus. So you guys wanted me to talk about Yule, and I am here. I know that was very intense. Those of you that have joined my circle, there are many of you. And I want to let you guys know that I am not lost, that I am here, and that I am of sound mind and body and spirit. And Father Odin will help you see that and to be very clear about it. Okay? So Father Odin is, oh, he's amazing. I can't wait to talk about this. So this is aka Santa Claus. Okay, when we celebrate Yule, that's who we are. Santa Claus. That's the Santa Claus. That's who we are celebrating is Yule as pagans. Okay. And most pagans know who Odin is, and most pagans show him reverence and respect. Okay. So we go by tradition. We don't stray away from the tradition. Okay. Because that's how witches have survived. So he is God of the witches and magic. So there's a reason why around this time of the year, magical things start to happen. And the demons want to distract you. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Hey guys, I'm sorry I was... Hi, Thea. Yes. Okay, so you were the one. Okay, so yes, if you're in my circle, okay, first of all, that incantation, if we have to do it every single day, we will, because Father Odin is already, I mean, to be honest with you, as a witch, you can work with him all year long. You can make Odin a permanent part of your practice. He is very powerful. And we're going to learn about him today. And then also I talk to you guys a little bit more about this authentic ritual that we got coming up. Because I know y'all felt that. I felt it. Anytime something makes me snarkle, that was very powerful. And then what I was playing in the background was was his mantra. Okay, let's see what we're doing on the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Yes, it does. Eagle Eyes readings. I don't know why they spammed you. Yes. Oh, I've been feeling his power since June, to be honest with you, since my birthday, to be honest with you. So, because I was being offered gifts, he is all about rewards and rewarding, and he will reward you for being good. Now, they made up Santa Claus around his image, but you can tell he even looks like Santa Claus. Even in his picture, he looks like Santa Claus with the long gray beard. You know, a lot of these men, when their beards start going gray, they start to dye it because they want to look younger. And he's just, I'm pretty sure that this man, when he walks as a human, because I believe that he has, I believe that all of the gods and goddesses have lived the human experience and they're living it right now. All of these gods walk the earth in human form. Okay. So let's talk about the circle. You've got to have protection from the anti-love and anti-human demon. Oh, and it's attacking because it's angry, because it lost. And now we have poetic justice. Odin as the god of war, putting this into his hands. And so that's why, and so, I feel like Jesus could be another embodiment because he's just as powerful as Jesus. Yes, he is, if not more. So he is the god of wisdom, poetry, death, divination, and magic in Norse mythology. Okay. And let's talk a little bit about him. He's very, very similar to Zeus. And y'all know who Zeus is. We have practitioners that actually work with Zeus. Okay. He's a widely revered god in Germanic mythology. The second strongest god is Poseidon, god of the sea. Okay, and we see a lot of his little handiwork too. Not little handiwork, but he's been bringing storms. So let's talk about Father Odin. And I trust this article from Wikipedia, and I just want to educate y'all that are in my circle. First of all, let's witness the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So from Old Norse, Odin is a widely revered god in German mythology. Norse mythology, the source of most surviving information about him associates Odin with wisdom, healing, death, royalty, the gallows, knowledge, war, battle, victory, sorcery, which is witchcraft, poetry, frenzy, and the runic alphabet. So he's the god of the runes. And so if you guys know what runes are, this is the god of runes. So if you're somebody that works with runes, then more than likely you are being inspired by this very powerful god. Now, he was the husband of the goddess Frigg. Or Freya. And everybody know who Freya is. Shout out to Freya. Both him and his wife will be invoked on the Sabbath or during this Sabbath. She always wants to be invoked as well with her husband. And Freya, this is Mrs. Claus. Essentially. Santa Claus was actually inspired, Santa Claus and then Mrs. Claus was inspired by Odin and Freya actually means Friday. Okay, so y'all saw what was going on Friday. Well, maybe y'all didn't see, but I knew what was going on Friday. And I can tell you that there are people that are trying to fight with these gods, and I would suggest that you leave them alone because they will send a storm after you. Okay? Now, in wider Germanic mythology, in paganism, the god was known in Old English and Old Saxon as Woden, in Old Dutch as Wodan, and in Old High German as Wotan, all ultimately stemming from the Proto-Germanic theonym Wadanize. Odin appears as a prominent god throughout the recorded history of Northern Europe. So these are my white ancestors, okay? Now, why is it important for you to work with your white ancestors? Because you have them in your blood, especially a lot of you mixed people. Okay, so if you are a mixed person, then it would be a good idea for you to understand where I'm coming from as a human being on this planet in this lifetime. My looks are very controversial. The way I look is very controversial. And most of my so-called people don't accept me as who I am. Okay. From the Roman occupation as a region of Germania, throughout movement of peoples during the migration period, in the modern period of the rural folklore of Germanic Europe, continue to acknowledge Odin. References to him appear in place names throughout regions historically inhabited by the ancient Germanic peoples. And the day of the week, Wednesday, bears his name in many Germanic languages, including in English. In Old English texts, Odin holds a particular place as a numerized ancestral figure among royalty. So you are very, very, very lucky and blessed if you have ever been called by this God. And he is frequently referred to as a founding figure among various other Germanic peoples, such as the Longobards. Forms of his name appear frequently throughout the Germanic record. Through narratives regarding Odin are mainly found in Old Norse works recorded in Iceland, primarily around the 13th century. These texts make up the bulk of modern understanding of Norse mythology. Sorry. Let's look up what Old Norse is. Or Old Scandinavian. Okay. So you guys can go and read, but I want to just speak. I want to speak on his wife, Freya. And why High Priestess Jamila has very powerful magic. So this is the god of magic. Okay. And you got to understand that when it comes to magic, you just never know. Now, right now, what Father Odin wants is he wants us to sit back and relax while he handles this for us. Now, many of the demons, they're going to recognize Jesus Christ because Jesus Christ scares the hell out of demons. He does. That's why I trust Jesus and I love Jesus. Doesn't make me weak. That makes me strong. Okay? And all of you as well. Don't ever let that demon disturb your peace and your harmony in your own mind, because that's what they want to do. They want to completely pervert the family. They want to pervert us, but we know that we are good. And that's why every time I go live, all you hear is the ching ching from my Etsy. That's all you hear, because he is blessing me and my family and people in my circle abundantly, because your power is going to be in your energy. Okay, so this is the reason why he's the god of runes, because of energy. Energy is what it's all about. Okay, especially when it comes to money. When it comes to money and manifestation, you're going to manifest whatever's in your energy. If you're capable of manifesting a large amount within your energy, then that's what you're going to manifest. So these hateful, jealous demons want to attack his children, because he does consider us to be his children. And he manifests himself a lot as Santa Claus. And he tells you Santa's going to know if you're naughty or nice. And we can see the people that have obviously been very naughty and are not being blessed abundantly, because they are angry, they are pocket watching, and they are now full-fledged on a smear campaign against his children. What he wants us to do, because Thea Lightweaver, you asked me what you can do. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to appreciate your life, your energy, everything that you are about yourself. That's what he wants. He wants you to have joy and peace and love in your heart. And you know what? The reason why he's the God of war is because he is willing to go to war with your enemies. This is why people are coming from all over to join this ritual, because he's bringing them, because he is powerful. Okay. Now, of course, you guys know that I will be the host of the ritual. If you guys were, because you know what? If we need be it, then I don't mind inviting you guys on the 21st. It would depend on what my sister was planning on doing. If she could come, I probably would do that. But a lot of you guys have joined me, and more, and much more, many more of you will. I am forever grateful for your faith, and I have a special surprise planned for you guys. You guys are going to love it. Okay, because we're doing a mini ritual before Thursday, because on Thursday we're going to get closure and healing. He doesn't want us to look back at the things that have hurt us. He wants us to move forward and be happy and forget about those awful things and the awful people that have said awful things about us and our families. He wants us to not just go through the motions of Christmas and Yule. He wants us to actually feel the spirit of joy and magic. And he wants us to carry it into the new year. And he wants you all to make a personal habit of doing just that. Okay? Hold on a second, guys. He doesn't want you to sit there and buy Christmas gifts, expensive gifts, just so that you can impress somebody. He wants you to give from your heart, and he wants you to actually sit there and just experience that healing energy, because he's bringing us so much healing energy. The enemy cannot touch us. The enemy can lie. The enemy can try to deceive you, but that's all that it can do. It's powerless, and I told y'all that. So right now, what I want you to do, hi baby. So right now, what I want you all to do is I want you all to understand that there is an attack that's going to be made on us tonight. Okay. So, and of course, we're going to have all of our stuff set up. We already got our stuff set up. We are covering the enemy with Odin's energy and his entire army of gods that will destroy them, because we are their princesses and their daughters and their sons and their princes. We are their children, and we came from them. We may have even been them. We are the embodiment of them. And they don't want us dealing with this lower vibrational crap, so where they have to lie on you and try to deceive you. And I want you guys to make sure that tonight, everybody in my circle, everybody that loves me, even if you ain't joined Yule yet, I want you to make sure that you light either a tea light or maybe a candle, and that we all pray as a circle, because they are evil. They are. They are disrespectful. They are rapists. And if you came anywhere near Odin's tribe, if you were amongst his tribe, you and your children were not raped. You were protected. You were protected. So we putting gifts under everybody's tree this year. No child is going to be harmed. Okay? And they want to harm children. They want your children starving. They want them sick. That's why they trying to encourage you to send your children and trying to shame you to send your children out in a pandemic to get sick and to possibly never be able to recover from a horrible illness. They are advocating for death because they are miserable. And I want you to make sure that your ear chakras are tuned in very closely. And I want your third eyes to be open, because I want you guys to see the enemy for what it is. And don't ever get mistaken, because right now at this moment, we've already made history. And they can't stop it. Ever. No matter how many games they play, they can't stop it. A lot of you women that have been praying for a child in your womb, a lot of you couples that have been praying for a family, you're going to get that. You're going to get that beautiful family. And we will have many, many, many silent nights and holy nights, to where that demon's disgusting, vile words will not ring in our head, because it is sick. It is not family oriented, and it is not good for your children. Yeah, Jay Lawrence, I encourage you guys, wherever you have to find your heart, then find it. I am all for it. Like I said, Jesus came in. He said, it's time for you. He said, you can't turn people necessarily away from the church, because sometimes they need that. So, I at the time that it was happening, but right now it's pretty bad out there. And I've got so many people that I am healing right now. So Spirit is definitely protecting me while I heal people, because a lot of these people, they take our healing energy and they give it to demons so that their bodies can exist. Okay, so healing energy can actually rebuild the structures within your body. Your body is a big healing machine. It just heals and heals and heals. And as you heal, it tries to take. So that demon knew that we are abundantly happy over here, regardless to its attacks. It knew that. So it had to think of a way. And what other way do you do that but trying to defile and pervert the mother and the child And so we know, even with the story of Jesus, that they did that back then between Jesus and Mother Mary. So when you see somebody start defiling mother and son, and then also speaking against Jesus, you know that it ain't it probably shouldn't even be walking this earth, and it probably won't be walking this earth for too much longer. Do we have to watch? No, because you know what? When that day comes, there will not be anybody that will even come and let us know that the deed has been done. Father Odin has us all protected. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. They have the Lucky Charms with the unicorns in them. It's so sweet. And so what I want you guys to know is that your afflictions, you will be healed of that. When I promise you that you are going to be okay, that's a promise. My spirits don't never make promises that they don't keep. This is why I'm very popular. This is why I do so well. And this is why I'm so protected. I've had people that was in my house, essentially, I guess, that essentially wanted my spirit to die. They didn't want me to exist because they wanted to allow this demon to live. But you know what? Those people that do that, I don't want you to fear those people. I don't want you to fear those people. The moment you fear those people, I want you to reach out to me, because I will not let y'all live in fear. You guys will have all of the happiness that you want, and you guys don't have to worry about that. They hate you. They hate your children. Hey, Pooh Bear. I'm doing good. I'm doing amazing. Hey, let me tell y'all something. When that energy shift came through, y'all can probably even date it back to where the energy shifted and I changed. I'm still loving, but I'm still fierce. And I will not allow people that harm God's children to get away with it anymore. Now, right now, Spirit is talking through me because I feel that chill up my left leg. You guys know what that means. That means that I am completely under possession of spirit, but very, very good spirits. And so here are some things that I want you guys to do. So I want you guys to listen. Now, again, I'm going to show you some of the things that we're going to order for the ritual. It may not be the same exact. May not be the same exact, but I mean, it's just going to be all white and glass and gold and silver. The altar is going to be breathtaking. It's going to be absolutely breathtaking. Okay. And so, but what you guys can do at home, I'm doing great, man. I can't wait until I get all these trinkets in the mail. Here's one of them. It's a color changing, lighted crystal clear acrylic Santa sleigh. So this is the type of stuff that we're going to have on the altar. And you know, they've got all sorts of beautiful things that we're going to order. And the altar will be set up in advance. Okay. So as a witch, you know, we know that we should do these things in advance. And then also, of course, you know that we will have reindeer. All of these things are very, very powerful symbolism. They're sold out on this one, of course. People are already ordering this stuff. And it's the symbolism of it. Okay. So all of this stuff, oh, this is beautiful. I like this. And it's only $12.99. I'm going to save this page. Okay. So the altar is going to be breathtaking, is what I can tell you guys. But what you guys can do at home, because somebody asked me a very good question, and I'm so glad that you asked that, because this is going to be for the Yule circle. If you want to be a part of it, our gods and goddesses are very forgiving and loving. You don't have to be left out of this, because I'm going to tell y'all something. There is something really bad coming, and I can feel it. Oh God, empaths, I'm going to come and let y'all know when it's coming. It ain't here yet, but it's being conjured. It is something real evil that's being conjured up. And just like every holiday season, there will be many suicides, even more. The spirit really wants to wrap as many of their people, because many of you guys are just confused. You're just confused. You don't know what the right thing to do, because you haven't been touched. You haven't been blessed yet. Not yet. You've been told that you've been blessed by a lying demon, but you ain't been blessed yet. That demon is so weak that it came over here and tried to steal my videos. And that's not the demon. She wishes, but she manifests her energy as that demon, because she hates children, she hates families, and she hates all of you, essentially. Good evening, in Top D Man. Hello. And I want you guys to make sure that if you love yourselves and your families enough, that you listen to me for 5 seconds, because my ancestors will not tolerate it. And that's for all of y'all enemies. She is not included. She is lying to you. I promise you. She decided that she wanted to make a little bit of extra money and con and scam people for the holidays, using the same tricks. But nobody falls for her tricks. So those of you on YouTube, if you see this person advertising with my Yule video and it doesn't have my Etsy shop attached to it or my phone number, and they can spoof phone numbers. If you don't talk to me, if you don't hear this raspy voice, in which they will, they are so weak and without any power that they will attempt to plagiarize a person's voice. So be careful out here, because the demons are scheming and scamming, and all they want to do is take from you. You will get nothing in return. Okay? And she knows it. That's why she thumbs down. I don't even go listen to her videos, and she really is the most ignorant person ever. But for some reason, she's actually been able to dupe people. Everybody that listens to anything that she has to say has always fallen down. And she knows it. That's why she's over here. Y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up. She has tried to compete with me. She knows that there is no competition. She has been stealing videos. She's at the end of her rope. Whenever you start stealing people's videos, you're at the end of your rope, honey. It's over. It's time for you to hang it up. And Father Odin is going to be the one to take her down, because he doesn't like fake witches. And I'm going to tell y'all something. These witches that are out here scamming people, they are going to be so screwed in the game this year. It is the end for them, because our ancestors take this very seriously. They don't take magic seriously. They don't take sorcery seriously, which is why they're living in barns now, like animals. Poetic justice. Anybody that listens to that obviously doesn't have a lot of common sense, and we all know that common sense ain't common. So don't piss off your ancestors, because that's all she'll do for you. So, and I want you guys to alert me to her scams, because now I know she's been stealing my videos. And Spirit's already showed me that this person that likes to try to pretend to be me, they already showed me that she's been stealing my videos, because none of her readings or anything that she says actually produces clients for her. Those of you with families where it takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20,000 to sustain your family per month, she lives very poor, and she'll have you poor. Facts. Everybody that's dealing with her right now, even the past clients that she's had, are having money problems, both of them. So who the hell wants money problems around the holidays? The only reason she ain't been ran out of town yet is because she's hiding, squatting in somebody else's house. Okay? Now, what you guys can do at home on your own, and I will put up another video about this. You can either do this now, or you can do this later. I'm already doing a lot of the work for you guys. You guys can burn candles that are gray or deep cobalt blue or either black candles for Odin. His symbols is spears, wolves, ravens, Valknot. Things that you can put on your altar to show respect for him is a pipe with tobacco, the 9 sacred herbs, ash leaves, elm leaves, parsley, woad, cinquefoil. Okay. Horehound, which is one of my favorite herbs. It's very, very good if you guys are suffering from any kind of congestion. Okay. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm doing 2 things at once. Or periwinkle. His runes are Ansuz, Wanjo, Gabo, and Althala. Okay, things that he likes to drink is good quality alcohol. Okay, mead, good dry red wine, whiskey, and other hard liquor, especially aquavit. Smoked salmon, red meat, especially beef, spear-like vegetables such as leeks, asparagus, garlic. Okay. And again, as far as with offerings, making donations. So this is the reason why he's pulling in a very big Yule circle this year. And a lot of people, you know, that don't really respect magic want to be in on that. But, you know, there's a lot of people in this world that just don't have a lot of good sense. I'm just keeping it real with y'all, because there's no way that I would practice magic without being very serious about it. So this has been very dangerous, and it's been proven to be very dangerous. I want you guys to know that you are protected and you are blessed, and you don't have to worry about any of these people. They are very disturbing. Our families are protected from the demon of poverty, the demon of patriarchy, the demon of incest. We're protected from that. All of those horrifying, disgusting things that I swear, the past 5 years, I think that they have been trying to change people's sexuality, you know, because they're such a minority, because most people on this earth have enough sense to not do the things that they do. So we're dealing with some real, and not just the people that you see on YouTube. Those are just people that are victims of unfortunate breeding. It's actually a real demon. And so you guys want to focus, and what I just want you to do, I want you guys to just focus and be happy. That's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to be doing money work for us. We do have a Thursday ritual coming up, but tonight I'm going to be doing a pumpkin ritual because I never got around to actually carving those last 5 pumpkins, but I'm going to do something else with them. And you guys are going to absolutely love it. I will be back a little bit later on from my living room so that I can show you guys what I'm doing, because it's pretty cold outside. And one of the things that I do to connect with my spirits, especially Hestia, is where I will burn fire in my fireplace. So all of this stuff, even if you guys don't have a lot of things that I have right now, or if you guys, we got you covered over here, and it's very, very real. We take it very seriously. We don't pay people off to lie for us. We don't make stuff look like real magic. We do real magic, which is why we have real accomplishments. So I don't want you guys to be seduced by that demon, because it's definitely trying to seduce you by using pornographic language. Y'all gonna get sick if y'all listen to that. That's what Spirit just told me. If you go over there and even listen to it live, you're gonna get sick as a dog. That's when, and they not gonna put my name on it, because it don't have nothing to do with me. This is somebody else trying to pervert my image, and it's never been able to do it. Not on YouTube, not in real life, not ever. Okay? So we are going to have, this is going to be the best Christmas season that I've ever had personally, because I'm in a place where I want to be. I am healthy. I am happy. I am fertile. And I have love in my heart. And if you have found yourself in that place where you have any of those things, then right now it's time for you to actually live in it. Because you can have a house, doesn't mean that you have a home. You can have a car, doesn't mean that you're going anywhere. This is going to bring you to that progression that you want and that you need. And then also we're going to be doing some crown chakra work on Thursday as well. Because right now, the reason why so many people are stupid and under mind control is because of the crown chakra. The more you are aware of what they are doing, which is why they attack me, even sometimes they pretend to be my friend so that they can snake me, and as if I'm supposed to be upset. Well, let me tell you something. They betrayed Jesus. Do you think that Jesus is going to have the same reaction in this experience? No, he's not. In fact, Jesus is probably avenging his enemies. Okay? So this is real. All of the fake made up crap that the demon and the enemies have made up because they're too delusional to even save their own souls, we're not going to be focused on them. As soon as they saw that I wasn't focused on them, they immediately went into action so that we could all have that disgusting parasitic crap in our psyche. We will not allow it to affect our fertility. We will not allow it to affect our ability to love, because we don't have those problems. In fact, I like older men with beards and gray hairs. I like men that have gray hair. Y'all know. So it's kind of weird, the silly perversions that it has while it's projecting onto other people. I don't want y'all to even listen to that. Seriously. You know why I don't want you to listen? Not because the enemy is telling the truth, but don't let that in your consciousness. Don't let that in your hemisphere, man. That is disgusting. Especially when it's coming from the mouth of a demon. So that demon wants to make you all sick. What I want you guys to do is focus on watching your Christmas movies because these people have no prayer at all. And no, they don't have strength in numbers. Trust me, my numbers are much bigger. They are. I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm doing better than ever, man. I'm looking forward to moving on to the future. Just knowing that pretty soon I'm gonna, have that stability and, a king size bed with a man that's holding me at night, protecting me with a belly full of baby. I am so happy right now. Exactly. So I'm doing wonderful, actually. And I can't wait till Christmas, y'all. So that's what I'm focused on. This is the most wonderful time of the year, and we are not focused on their trauma bonding or creation. Um, so guys, listen, I want you guys to know that there are people out there in this world that are not sick in the head because a lot of people's minds are so wrapped up in sick stuff that they go out there in the world and they could be talking to a person that is pretty normal and doesn't do a lot of those things that they do or that they're used to seeing, but they don't understand it because they haven't seen it. These individuals are extremely perverted and sick, and they are out to murder and kill this winter. But their energy won't be able to touch you. Their energy has not been able to touch me. These people think just because I said something to them, but they actually don't like for me to say anything. They would love to just be able to use my energy to lie and to fraud people. So, this has been a consistent issue. Probably and most likely, all signs are pointing to me being very powerful. When was the last time you saw a group of men and women that felt it was needed to attack a woman that is 5'4", that weighs 170 pounds? How many of y'all ran into some people just on a ordinary day that felt the need to do that? And then said woman literally, it will always stand victorious. I always have. So you got to do the math on that because for some reason, I don't know. I guess it's some people that are still trying to put me in competition with certain people. No. And I'm going to be honest with you. After she stole my footage and uploaded it to her channel, I realized that it was really just very low vibrational. And you don't want that kind of energy in your family. A lot of y'all have children. Now, obviously, those of you that love your children would not deal with a person like that because it's funny how every time somebody is around that person, they start talking crazy about crazy stuff. Most of us that had children are looking like, oh God, what happened to her to make her so sick? Because that's what she is sick. And literally for the past 5 years, people have been forced to sit back and live in this reality of this sick-minded individual instead of focusing on love and happiness and children. So I'm going to go because I've got to get dinner cooked. I've got to get dinner in the oven. And then also I want to spend time with my children. We spend real family time together to where you're actually talking to your children and giving them wisdom instead of defiling them and abusing them. So some people, yeah, they don't know anything but that. That's the only thing that's in their vocabulary ever. But we know what real families do, and we know that God is watching everything. So those of you that have done right by your family, you have no need to go around and smear other people, do you? Those of you that know that more than likely you get your karma around this time of the year. A lot of these evil people, the reason why they go into gear is because of Father Odin himself around this time of the year. And they hate it because they just want to be evil and disgusting. And they're not allowed to do it. So I'm going to put the link to my Etsy in the video description box. I don't have it in there now. I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. Also, some of my clients, you guys know that I also do accept Zelle. So a lot of my clients that I trust and that I've been working with, you guys definitely can do it that way as well. Okay. Give me a second. And you know what? Whether or not they like it or not, patriarchy is dead. They don't like that patriarchy is dead. Hello? Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, so what was I saying before I was saying something? Okay, let me see. Hold on, guys, because I gotta remind myself because I got a phone call. Hold on. Okay, so anyway, guys. I am going to link my stuff in the video description box. Y'all just stay safe, man, because, I've noticed that they have been so evil and sadistic lately. These people mask themselves as normal families. I know that I will be spiritually protected now that I know who the enemy is. It's really sad that they decide that they want to be your enemy. Okay, and not only do they want to be your enemy, but they want to continue to attack you and continue to talk about you because other people are sick and delusional and obsessive. You don't need to fear any of these men because they are scared of the image of a woman. They actually allowed a weak person that can't even, they actually allowed a weak person to scare them. So we're not taking any advice or direction from any of these men like that. And we don't want anything to do with them. So we are also doing some love work. We're going to be doing love rituals and stuff as well. Because it's time for us to pull in that divine lover. And see, I've met someone. I met someone, and the perverts, the pervies, the weirdos, okay, they don't like that. They want you to sit around and listen to a bunch of perversion for 5 or 6 years straight. That has nothing to do with your life. So I'm going to go, guys, because I got some meditating to do. What I want you guys to know is that we're going to switch the focus, because they're working hard to get us just to look at them. And that's sad, because we don't want to look at them. They're sad people. They are. Not a human bone in their bodies left. And we don't want to be around people like that. We don't want to eat dinner with people like that. We don't want nothing to do with people that are like that. Because many of them will come into your house around your family and be a seething lunatic that hangs around with perverted, disgusting people. Because you know what? If you don't stand up to that kind of crap, then as a person, you don't stand up to anything. So they're very angry at me for standing up. Well, I'm always stand up. I'm going to stand up for what's right. They tried to pervert our fertility. They tried to pervert our families, and because they can't have what we have. And some of them have families, but there's no love, peace, harmony, or joy. It's all hatred and sadness. And we don't care. You know why? We'll pray for them, and we'll pray that Father Odin takes care of them, and we will eat and be merry and be joyful and happy. Okay, so today is the 17th, which breaks down to the number 8. And then we got a number 10, which means that there's a completed cycle that's happening today. So tomorrow, well, not even tomorrow, right now, it's 6:15 p.m. We are looking at a crescent waxing moon. And let me pull up my little calendar. We will not allow the demons and their lies to... Oh, look, the moon is actually at 10%, so we're synchronized again. Okay, it's right now, it's at a waxing crescent at 10% in Sagittarius, okay? Very powerful moon. And so as I focus, you guys will notice that you're focused. So I'll be in meditation for probably about the next 3 hours. Okay, so my consciousness will not consist of any of that sick stuff that they're talking about, because things like that cause infertility, high blood pressure, and heart problems. And they are just in love with their perversion. You wouldn't be able to pull them out of it if you told them that it would save their life. So if they choose that perversion and that filth, then why should we have to be disturbed? I've been saying this for years about these same demons. 777. I've been saying the same thing about these same demons. We are focused on family and progression and growing our families and growing our bank accounts. We're not focused on a dead end road, which is just where they're going. And I'm just telling you the truth. Okay, I have seen more people be led off of a ledge in the last 5 years than ever in my life. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you later. Thank you to the enemies for inspiring this hangout. Appreciate y'all hate. It's already been converted. We are transmuting their energy big time. Yes, we are, which was why last night I had all kind of jokes. I think I laughed myself to sleep. That's right. Laugh at them because they are pathetic. And the lengths that they will go through or go to try to hurt you because they got a hole in their heart is sad and disgusting. Even when we invited them in, fed them and nursed them back to health, they stabbed us in the heart. But guess who healed us? Jesus. And they mad about that too. And then had the audacity to insult paganism and pagans. I think it's ridiculous. So we're going to step away from the suicide missions that they're on, because I'm telling you, they're going to get struck down by lightning. Okay, and I will see you guys later. I'm not going to do the show about patriarchy. I'm going to rest for the rest of the night. I've got meditation to do, but I will be back a little bit later to show you guys the pumpkin project that I'm doing. And it is so cute. You guys are going to really, really love it. Hey, unapologetic Ella. Hello. Hello, hello. All right, guys. Well, I don't know if you're just now coming in, but I was actually wrapping this up, sis. Make sure that all of you join Yule. They're very, very upset about the Yule circle. Everything that we do scares them, but the only reason that it scares them is because they have done wrong. And it's not our fault or our problem anymore. We refuse to bear their crosses anymore. Okay, so we don't even have to look at it. We don't even have to respond to it. In fact, they're beating a dead horse, and it's just, I don't know what to tell them. You know, it's sad that you know what's sad is that, didn't they realize that as a sorcerer that I would expose them as being liars? I mean, they even had lying witnesses that should have ruined me. And I don't understand why they didn't get scared, but then they decided to try to go in through my womb, literally. And I want to talk to you guys about the sacred womb. That's going to be our next discussion. We have had to deal with, the disgusting parasitic, feminine, but we're going to give homage to the Yanni and to the divine feminine, dark and light, because that don't have nothing to do with no dark goddess energy. They just lie so much. They'll go and turn on your cameras and they'll say, "Oh, I want to kill children and I hate children, and this is the dark goddess." They're lying to you. Those people have nothing to do with the dark goddess. And I can promise you that. Even with Lilith, they lied on Lilith. Lilith loves children. They said that she killed children and all that stuff, and that wasn't her. So we are truly going to honor the goddess, and we're also on. That's what Odin wants us to do. He wants us to honor ourselves. He's very proud of us. And you can't never go wrong from doing right. So all of these evil people that are trying to shame you because you gave them a chance and an opportunity to stab you in the heart, they have to suffer, not you, because you can never go wrong by doing right. And that's a true statement. Okay. But a lot of times when somebody evil does you wrong, they can blame you. That's where witchcraft will set you free, guys, because, unfortunately, and then also it depends on what's in your head, what's in your heart. So everybody's going to be okay. I know that there's a lot of people that that are dealing with a lot of things, but I'm going to make sure that you guys get as much abundant energy because we don't have to take nothing from nobody over here. That's why Santa Claus is known for being on a sleigh, being headed by reindeer, coming and bringing gifts to the children. They perverted his image, and we know that that's not true. Okay? And some of the most evil ones, they just want somebody to pay attention to them. Be careful with the information that you get on YouTube, too, because a lot of these people just want to say something for shock value. Even the ones that are supposed to be conscious and woke. A lot of them will give you misinformation and have you all messed up. And that's why so many people are messed up. You should be celebrating this season right now because the people that are, their afflictions, they're already healed from them. Their financial issues already solved. You don't have to struggle because they choose to. And I wouldn't feel sorry for them because they're making a choice to struggle and create hell on this earth that they're only creating for themselves. All right, y'all. So the divine goddess has spoken. I give all the credit to Odin. I am doing work with him tonight. I will be doing work with Odin on Thursday, as well as some angels. So you guys make sure that you're in Yule by Thursday, especially. Okay, so you guys can, because we're doing a healing ritual, and I know how to heal people for real. I've healed people of asthma, I've healed people of COVID, I've healed people of a lot of stuff. Okay, when you're an authentic healer, you don't fear that stuff. Okay, so goodbye to fear, goodbye to hatred, and hello to love and peace and happiness. That's where we're at right now. Amen. And I will see y'all later. Peace and love.